Okay.
Oh fuck, the chat's still private. Shit.
How do you make it public? It's all right.
Fixed.
It's all right. I'm gonna grab the YouTube stream and I'm also gonna post it in the updates.
I forgot that we had to do that.
Okay. So first thing we're gonna have to do is make sure that for the people on YouTube,
Get
everything is
YouTube
working
up.
fine.
We do not want a repeat of last time, people.
Yeah. Oh, there's already 10 people here. Cool.
I mean, I think we did double ping them. Whoops. with the thing you just messaged, and then
Yeah.
I think when I enable it,
All right.
does
So
another thing.
everyone who's here, can you before we properly start, can you guys take a quick look at the YouTube stream and let us know if all the levels are good? We had a quick check before we started, and everything should be okay. Just wanted to double check.
Is there a War Thunder event on right now? Hold on. I'll invite you two to the squad.
Okay, Roundtable 8 says cheese. Very helpful.
Very helpful.
Tetranaut is having this on in the background while grinding the War Thunder event. We might meet you in a War Thunder match because we are playing
Yeah, we
War
might.
Thunder.
I think everything is good. Good balancing. Good, nice everything.
Yep, seems good. The
Alright,
only question
easy.
is War Thunder loud enough? I'll take it into a quick test drive and
Oh, you're
fire
lagging
the
a bit.
cannon. I'm lagging?
Oh, you were a little bit, just cutting in and out. I mean, worst case, you can just drop it down to 50%, just in the main audio. But I think it should be fine. If you're just
Yep.
streaming War Thunder directly, right?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna take it for a test drive, and I want everyone to let me know if War Thunder is too loud or if it's just right, or if it's too quiet. Griffin, it is good.
Oh, Gandalf. Hey, Gandalf. You do want to
Hello.
play?
It is good.
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Oh, hello, Gandalf.
Hello, how are you?
Was this... Is this a T-26? Was that always there? Could have sworn that was like a... Was that always the first tank on this test drive map, or did they change it?
I think so.
It has been
Why
a
are you
while.
looking at 3.0 and below?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Alex is a
I'm
little...
pretty sure it's always been a T26. It's either that or is a T60 at one point.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure you already have me on though.
I do actually. I don't know what I'm saying.
I want everyone to be aware that I'm not a War Thunder tank player. I'm pretty much only play sim, but obviously we're doing tanks, for obvious reasons. So if I'm not very good, I apologize. I'm gonna do my best.
Excuses,
And,
excuses.
Just to be formal about this, hello everybody joining to the Q&A stream. If you have any questions on YouTube, just drop them in the YouTube chat. And if you have any questions on the Discord, feel free to drop it in the stage chat, if not in the Q&A chat. That's that you can access if you go to the FAQ and react to the bot. And we have a question already from Wolfie. Will you be able to be a tank mechanic in case the tank needs to be needs a repair?
No, that's not really a planned role. You will be able to, as a tank crewman, get out and repair the tank, but in terms of like being a dedicated tank mechanic, like sitting at the depot and repairing everything that comes in, I suppose theoretically there's nothing to actually stop you from doing that within the game mechanics. So I guess the answer is yes then. But yeah, that's not like a specific role which we particularly had in mind for players. But essentially, like as a tank crewman, you can repair your tank. So theoretically, if you sat at a depot and helped everyone who came in repairing the tanks, that is technically something you can do, although your efforts probably would be put to slightly better use actually being a tank crewman. But yeah.
Cool. Can you invite? Can you accept the squad invite?
Yeah.
You two can
You can invite Atali as well. I think Atali's here,
I
right?
already invited Charlie.
Is that Danny Boy?
I wolf on that queue.
Or Snake
Mess up the
S5?
UI.
Snake 5.
Okay.
Who would you expect to be? Will there be any demo version to try out the game soon?
For patrons and YouTubers, there is a build that's going to be coming out relatively soon, with some basic operation from inside the tank, driving, shooting on a demo map. So that will be available pretty soon for patrons and YouTubers. But in terms of like a public early access demo with a lot of the game fleshed out, that's gonna take a while.
Some YouTube questions. Was there? I think there was a question from Shipyard. Will the looter tanks have any combat work? I think as in, can you capture the tanks?
Yes. So the way it's gonna work is that in game, if you kill an enemy tank crew and you find yourself with a enemy tank that's still technically serviceable, you can drive it back to friendly lines. Actually, probably tow it back to friendly lines because otherwise everyone's going to shoot you. Tow it back to friendly lines, take it to a friendly tank depot, and then it will essentially have a captured skin automatically applied to it, and some stuff like maybe a flag from the cupola to aid in identification. That's probably going to be optional. But captured tanks will exist in that specific domain, but not as spawnable things from the beginning. Add me back,
ready?
Please. Says a Budanev. I don't know. It seems like a lot of people are trying to add me. But okay, since you asked so nicely, fine.
Alright, are we all ready? Just you, Alex?
Yeah.
But this is okay. My squad leader. Okay.
No, you just have to ready up and then I'll.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright.
Let's go.
There's a question from Silver1F. What is there in the ways of logistics from Battlefield to Foxhole and level of details?
So I haven't played Foxhole, but I am somewhat aware of how it works. But the way that the logistics works is essentially tanks need ammunition to keep on fighting. You got depots that are relatively close to the front line. When tanks run out of ammo, they're going to need to return to these depots. These depots have finite amounts of ammunition and supplies. They need to be topped up by trucks, which are coming from depots which are much further back. So the trucks have to continuously drive from the rear depots to the front depots, park there for, let's say a minute while everything is offloaded, drive back to the rear depot. And that's essentially logistics of the tank depot. Similar thing for airfield. So the airfield needs to be kept supplied. You can drive a truck from rear depot to the airfield. That probably will be a slightly longer drive. But when it comes to some slightly more unique cases, like, I don't know, flying a feastless stork into an encircled friendly platoon, that's essentially going to be a bit more of a rare case scenario, but I guess it's still logistics, but it's yeah, like you can do that kind of thing. Or potentially if a tank at the front line is broken down or needs supplies, or there's a really tough battle going on and they can't really afford to drive back to the depot, they might call on some logistics to drive like into the front line and supply them there. That's obviously going to be a bit more dangerous.
Back to some YouTube chat questions. Are you planning on adding any other nations besides Germany and the USSR?
So yes, of course. If you're not in the Discord, you might not be aware of this, but there are 5 initial planned theaters. Not initial, sorry. There are 5 planned theaters. It's going to take us a long time to get through, but they are USSR versus Germany, 1942, Greece and Britain versus Germany and Italy, 1941, US and Britain versus Germany, Western Front, late 1944, US and Britain versus Japan, Pacific Theater, late 1944, and US and Britain versus Germany and Italy in North Africa. And I'm not sure exactly what year that last one is going to take place in, but I should make it clear these are very long-term plans. The USSR versus Germany initial theater is going to take a long time in and of itself. So these are sort of like the very long-term plans for the game. But yeah, we do have plans eventually.
There's another question from the YouTube chat from Absolute Goddess. Will there be modding support? And if yes, what language system will it use? As in scripting language.
Yeah, so it will feature some modding support. The two things that I feel confident to say now is custom vehicles and custom guns. In terms of the language it's going to be written in,
C++, I think,
C++,
Roberto Costa was talking
yeah,
about.
C++ is how we have everything going in the game now.
So I'd assume it would be a very similar system for the modding support.
Yes.
There was another question as well, which kind of tagged onto that, by Udinov, talking about custom maps. How will the custom map / mission generator work?
Not sure what you mean by mission generator. To be honest, we haven't really put any thought into custom maps yet, in terms of like maps that the player can make. That's a possible addition in the future. I suppose it depends how easy it is. Definitely be nice to have. But what do you mean by mission generator?
That was just me tagging it on to like refer to like what he was saying. He just asked about custom maps.
Ah, okay. I mean, yeah, I see no reason why custom maps couldn't be a thing.
Alright, go back to some Discord questions. Jacob Mario asks, will terrain deformation be a thing, and will you be able to drive through buildings, small trees, etc.?
So, you will be able to drive through small buildings and trees. Terrain deformation is it's a slightly harder question. It sort of just depends when we get around to testing out whether it turns out to be viable from a sort of performance and how much time it's going to take to actually get something like that working. If I had to put my money on it, probably not terrain deformation, but vehicles and trees, yes. I mean, trees to varying degrees. Large trees are pretty resistant to tanks driving into them, but you know, small ones and bushes, yeah.
Go back to another Discord question. How long will a normal game last?
So in arcade, which is like third person, no infantry, no planes, similar deal to War Thunder RB except with no planes, it's going to be 15 to 25 minutes. But the realistic mode is a bit longer, 2 to 3 hours, taking place on a server that you can leave and come back to, so you obviously don't have to play for 2 or 3 hours. You can join 15 minutes, leave, come back an hour later, play for half an hour. But yeah, 2 to 3 hours is the current plan for the realistic mode. Similar to Enduring Confrontation, actually, in War Thunder, in terms of length. Interesting.
Japanese guys going down. Yep. I'll spot for you. Actually, where are you? We're back in the swamp.
Yep. I got absolutely destroyed in my Panzer II because I wasn't paying attention.
I mean, you are answering the questions.
Yeah.
While I fly back to base, we'll have another look at some more questions. Griffin asks, are you playing with viewers? Off topic, about War Thunder, and will track have realistic physics like Slack?
Okay, so we currently oh, actually, I mean, we technically are playing with viewers. because yeah.
We're paying with the Patreons,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Ali and Gernot is our moderator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so right now moderators and patrons, yeah, that's who we're playing with right now. So the track system that we're going to is basically somewhere in between full simulation and the slightly more arcade approach of the road wheels. So the track should have some proper traction and stuff. It's sort of a compromise because the full physics approach is a lot more performance heavy, both on the client side and on the server side. But this approach should be pretty good. It should give tanks the realistic feel, the realistic traction, while also saving on a bit of performance. What was the second part of the question? Was it about track slack? Yeah, that's already working actually, and that's a definite addition. You'll be able to see a bit of this mobility system in the next build that's going to go out.
Right, back to some YouTube questions. How much longer would you say until the game is in full release? Ask Foster.
Yeah. So this is just the funding dependent thing. We can't make a definitive claim on when the game is going to come out before we meet our funding goal, because the funding of the game on a month-by-month basis is obviously going to massively affect the speed at which we can progress. So that's one of the things that we're going to announce and make a roadmap once we reach our funding goal, which is on Patreon, by the way. Bit of a plug.
Will Armour be modeled correctly in the way of angles and all those other variables? Asked Sevatarian 211.
Yeah, of course. That's a big area of focus.
Then I'll do.
Actually, we have some really exciting news about that, but I can't announce it quite yet. But I will very soon. Very exciting news relating to ballistics and armor and all that kind of stuff.
Big Chungus asks, are you going to be required to be multiple players to play a tank, or will solo tanking be an option?
So the way it's going to work is that you either have AI crew members or player crew members, and if you don't have players online to play with you, AI can occupy the spots that aren't. AI can occupy the spots that a player isn't in. So it's a bit of a mix of both, but you will not be able to control an entire tank by yourself, like in War Thunder. That's not in realistic. You won't be able to do that. In arcade, you will. Damn, I'm doing so badly. I'm sorry. I'm doing even worse than usual because I'm thinking about the questions.
Maybe War Thunder wasn't the best.
I
mean, it's better than IL-2. IL-2 just had a lot of downtime.
Yeah.
If you didn't catch the last stream, we did a big IL-2 where we were playing planes, and then we did a little bit of tanking. Alright, let's do some more YouTube questions. Well, let's do another one from Absolute Goddess. Will there be support for big campaigns, e.g. a Soviet front where the battles of players actually affect the front lines? Also, if not in the base game, will they be able to mod the game to make it a thing?
Wait, sorry, can you repeat the first part of that question again?
Will there be support for big campaigns, as in like over multiple missions?
Oh
like,
yeah. So campaigns campaigns aren't really planned right now. It's mainly focused on multiplayer. There will be some single play in the sense that there'll be a mission editor, so you can make your own missions and do some stuff in single player. But campaigns, that's not something we're looking at right now.
And the final question was from Superbuster, the YouTube chat. Campaigns that face Polish lands are often overlooked in games. Is this a possibility of adding one of these campaigns on Polish territory in the future?
Yeah.
Very, like that sort of early war time frame.
A lot of polls asking this. So I definitely understand where you're coming from. The issue is that the Polish campaign is not... Okay, well, to begin this, I should probably say what our criteria for picking campaigns is in the first place. Basically, because each campaign segregates the player base, we sort of need to select them carefully in terms of how much new content do they add, how many new nations do they add. We want to make sure that each one adds a fair amount. So the issue with the Polish campaign is that it adds one new country. Germany is the same, and it only lasted for, was it 35 days? Let me just
Believe so.
double check that. German invasion of Poland. And the Soviet Union, Soviets invading at the same time. Yeah, 35 days. And so the issue we have here is that not only was it a very short-lived theater of war, but it only adds one minor nation when other theaters, like the Battle of Greece, can add two, which is Greece and Italy. And the shortest theater we currently have is 6 months long, and that's the Battle of Greece theater. And this one is, only 35 days. Another issue is at the balance. So Poland getting invaded by Germany and the Soviet Union is obviously like a curb stomp, so to speak. Whereas most of the others are a little bit more balanced. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to say it's impossible in the future if like every single person is desperately begging for a Polish theater, but for these reasons, it's not the most likely theater which we're looking at. There are a few higher in priority, shall we say?
I mean, the other thing is you got to leave room for modders, because that's the other thing that modders can always make these theaters that the developers miss out on.
Yeah, that's true.
And then people can still play it. For example, Squad 44 at the moment, they had their big Eastern Front mod that has been worked on by the community for a while, and it added that front to the game, which has been missing for a little while. So,
Very true.
Alright, back onto some Discord questions.
My game bugged. Can't click anything.
Is your game bugged? Do you need a restart?
I'm not sure. I think I'll just wait for the game to end. It's not a very exciting stream though. Yeah, but sorry, carry.
No.
Oh, there was one question I saw myself that was Budinov said, "Do you guys model your assets or is it bought?" No, they're all made custom in-house by us. No, we don't buy any of our assets.
I mean, that actually might be something interesting to talk about. Just the workflow pipeline, like how a tank is decided, how it's made, and then how it's put into practice. Maybe with the Panzer,
Yeah,
for
so
example, for now.
it's pretty interesting. So the way it goes is that we have a look around and decide what is the logical next vehicle to model. At the beginning, the Panzer IV was a good starting place because it's for a number of reasons. For a test vehicle. And so, yeah, so what happens is we make a forum about the Panzer IV, and we invite the researchers to start work on it. In this case, Edda320. I'm sure many of you will be familiar with him. Tank YouTuber. He was the researcher mainly for the Panzer IV, and he worked with our modeler, who in the case of the Panzer IV was Santipap. And yeah, it's just this researcher modeler team. And Edda320 finds the resources, and Sandipap slowly builds the Panzer from the ground up, including lots of stuff like figuring out how it actually works, like how does a radio work on a Panzer IV. And then once that's completed, we start to work on the actual interactions, like the animations for the switches and the hatches and all that kind of thing. And Sandy Pop made some of the animations for those, and then he gets handed off to Roberto, who actually right now I believe is doing some work on the Panzer IV. He's been at it for a while. The pipeline is going to get more efficient as we go along. And then at that point, we've got some more minor stuff like working out the driving, how it works, the gearbox, the engine, the torque, all that sort of stuff. And then we start focusing on the details, like the sound library for the engine, the VFX for the cannon. What else? I guess the armor profile. And then the last step would probably be the animations. So the animation for getting in and out of the hatch, the animation for reloading the MG34 inside the tank. So yeah, it's a pretty involved process, and that's why we're going to have a lot less vehicles than other games, which go for a less in-depth approach. But you know, it's a trade-off.
After that, there was a after the little question, there was a question from a non-stop dude. Will there be an in-game voice chat? How will we be able to communicate with other teammates? Will it only be through radio or with standard microphones like in other games? Also,
So
will we be able to talk to enemies if they're close by?
yes, so a lot of people are asking for proximity chat. That's probably going to be a feature. Other than proximity chat, if you want to speak to people on the other side of the map, yeah, you're going to need to use your radios, and if you don't have radios, then there's no way to do that. So yeah, radios. That's in an effort to basically make radios an important part of games again, because obviously in World War II, communication and radios are everything, and in the effort to sort of make this game pretty realistic, radios once again are sort of put in the limelight. So if your tank has a radio and you can communicate with other tanks, infantry and stuff, that's a pretty big advantage, as opposed to if you're in a T-34 without a radio, for example. What did Gandalf say?
Do we want to
I
bump
was
up
just wondering about BR.
BR, yeah, I'm happy to do anything. I mean, what BR?
You
What BR do you
want
want
to
to
do what we were doing before, Alex? The 3.0?
Oh yeah, I just realized that I bought this
3.7?
Panzer 3N earlier actually, so I can use that.
Oh, easy. Just might as
Nice.
well, mess around with that 3.0. We might do 3.7. We got to be able to get the
Yep.
Puma in.
Righto.
We'll
Did
make-
you answer a question from Zaber?
Not yet. We're getting there. We're coming there, Xaver. Be in a
Wait,
sec.
Panzer 3 with a short 75? Oh, of course,
what
because
the-
they
yeah,
got the
that's-
short 75
what the
after
end is.
the Panzer 4's got the long 75, didn't they? That's
Yeah.
cool.
Mr. Lasker was talking about, are we able to speak up with follow-on questions to the ones you bring up? Yeah, of course, man. Just ask them again and we'll just bring them up again.
Huh.
We'll, thank you, Lightbird, for collating these. It's starting to get a little bit lost.
Alright.
So, for Discord questions, actually, no, we'll go back to YouTube. We've been answering YouTube Discord for a bit. Follow up to Poland. I didn't mean the September 39 campaign only. There were battles between Germany and the USSR with Poland LWP army. What are your thoughts on those sorts of vehicles? Those sorts of wars.
I'm not really familiar with that.
Gandalf.
Sorry, I can't really comment because I'm not really familiar with that. I don't really know what that was. I don't even know when that happened.
Where is it?
Was there any plan to include the French invasion, or is that the same problem as the Polish War?
I don't think it's quite the same problem. Oh, Fox, sorry, just before I get onto that, Fox says LWP is Poles that were in the Red Army. Damn, okay.
Oh, was that right?
So, if they were present on the Eastern Front in 1942, then I suppose it's, possibility.
Mr. Luss just clarified. I more meant to ask if we were allowed to audibly speak on stage, just so we can keep the question topic going before the moment passes. Do we want to bring viewers up to audibly ask questions, or?
I mean, see how it goes.
All right. Might do that. I'll just clear the.
I mean, yeah, maybe if someone specifically requests it.
Yeah. Yeah, just ask it in your question, or. Yeah.
Whoa, this thing has really thick tracks.
Which one? Oh, the
N.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go Winterkitten or Oskitten.
Fair enough.
Will there be a sandbox?
That's the mission editor, pretty much, which I mentioned. So, if you're familiar with the Armour 3 mission editor, you can basically just place assets down and then press play, and they just fight. So that's that's going to be at least what our mission editor is like. It's possible that it might be a bit more in-depth than that, but that's at least what it's going to be like. Will there be a test drive feature for tanks you do not own, Mr. Lysky? Yes, there will be. So I just wanted to get that quickly in there.
Yep. Are you guys using blueprints in Unreal for your for modeling references?
Oh, like blueprints as in an alternative to C++, or blueprints as in like diagrams of...
Diagrams, I believe.
Oh, yeah, I mean, of course, yeah. I mean, no question, you have to do that.
I mean, for some cases, like the SDKFC 250, which Nat has been modeling, we actually have been in contact with the Dmitry Bush Macau Restoration Museum, and they've been kind enough to provide us with actual measurements of some things, like the rear door, so we can get it accurately.
Yeah, and another thing to keep in mind is that a lot of blueprints that you find on the internet are actually not necessarily accurate. They're sort of roughly traced from original blueprints, presumably, but if you model something from those blueprints as if they're 100% accurate, you'll end up with a model that is perhaps, you know, like centimeters off, 10 centimeters off in some places. And, I mean, obviously it's still going to be recognizable, but it's obviously not ideal. So factory blueprints are kind of the goal, but this is the issue with you know, modeling any historical vehicle. You're not always going to find perfect references. In the case of our SD KFZ 250, we have got perfect references, since we've literally just got a guy on call that has one, so he can just send pictures and stuff whenever he wants. But you know, for stuff like the Vickers Mark E, just to take a random example off the top of my head, it's really not always easy to find stuff. I haven't even been able to find a single interior photo of that tank, for example. But yeah, we'll get there, because our research team is getting pretty serious. I mean, there are some vehicles that we've dug up like an insane amount of information on. Vehicles that, if you look on the internet, you'll find virtually nothing.
Well, the final question from the YouTube stuff was, what will the game come on? Like, will it be Steam, or will it be, I don't know?
Yeah, it'll be on Steam. Consoles are a possible addition. Again, that's just going to require testing and more research on our part, but that's sort of indicative of what we're going for. I guess console is not really the priority. It's Steam, it's PC. That's really what we're going for.
Cool. Then back to some Discord questions. How do you? Oh, okay, that was just a silly question. Will you be able to destroy buildings and etc.? Thanks for that one, Lightbird.
Yeah. Oh, so we already asked. We already answered that pretty much. Yeah, there will be destruction of buildings. The degree to destruction is one of those things that we just need to test for. It depends on... Whoa, the drop-off on this thing is bad. I get that. So it's one of those things. We'll just have to test and see what we can get away with. Obviously we want nice building destruction, but sometimes you have to make compromises for performance. Building destruction is one of those things that can get really, really performance heavy very, very quickly. But yeah.
There was a question about armor degradation as well. How will armor degradation play a factor in the game?
So, I think armor degradation is a very important part of tank combat. Even stuff like a Matilda 2, you know, like not particularly renowned for a powerful weapon, you know, like they can penetrate the upper front plate of a Tiger with 2 well-placed shots. And I think that's a pretty important part of tank combat that's usually just glossed over. So, in reality, armor degradation is an extremely, extremely complex thing in real life. So, we're going to have to make a lot of simplifications. The current idea that I have that is very subject to change is probably just you hit an armor plate, it creates a radius around that area. It creates a radius around that area that reduces the effective armor by a certain percentage, and that they hit it again, and it reduces it again by a certain percentage, and so it's sort of like a cascading effect. It's simplified. In real life, armor degradation is way more complicated than that, but you have to make compromises somewhere.
I just realized you're not streaming War Thunder directly to the Discord, so
Yeah,
you're very confused about what we're doing. We are on YouTube as well, which has the stream of gameplay. Maybe after this we can get it back up on Discord as well.
yeah. I was thinking there's actually not that much point streaming on Discord as well. Like, may as well just do it on YouTube. No point is, What the? Is that you, Oz?
Well, the carpet bombing?
No, shooting me from
Who
behind.
was carpet bombing?
Oh.
I think that's a Halifax.
Oh, that was a tally.
Halifax?
That was a tally in the BB-238 and a Halifax.
Oh,
okay.
Okay. How will the latest tanks? How will the later released tanks not be pay to win, or for first come first serve? Meaning that, like, how will you balance things? For one example, you release the mounts.
So the tanks aren't pay to win because whether they're premium or not isn't based on whether they're good or not. It's based on how rare they were in real life. And I mean, the fact is that if a tank was good, it was more likely to enter full production. So if anything, there's probably a slight correlation with less good tanks being rare. But everyone likes the mouse and everyone likes a King Tiger. So yeah, I'm not really sure how to make. So they're not pay to win, to answer the first question, but first come first serve. For the limited edition tanks, it will be first come first serve. So if you arrive, there's a limited amount. So if you arrive after that limited amount of being sold, you're not going to get access. I'm not sure if is that answering your question, or maybe there was something else you were getting at.
Discord question, so I don't know how long it's been. Oh no, that was Zaba's question.
That was it. Okay, cool. How will you balance it? Balance what exactly? The the tanks are balanced via their economy. So more expensive tanks are more expensive to spawn, meaning that you can have less. A team can physically afford less Tiger 2s than they can T26s. And you will find that was a common trend in World War II, that ultimately more less capable tanks is better than one very capable tank. So that's how they're balanced. But also keep in mind it's a military simulator. Like IL-2 runs into a similar sort of thing. It's not perfectly balanced. But you're not necessarily playing it for the balance, you're just playing it for the experience. Sometimes in IL-2 you'll come up against a plane that's a little bit technologically superior to yours. And that's going to be the case in A and A too. But, we will be balancing via economy and via infantry.
Oh, that was okay. I got scared.
Non-penetration!
There was a question following up to the captured vehicles. Will captured modifications be a thing, such as for the German KV dash 22 that had a cupola added to it?
That's interesting. What we might do is that when you capture the KV-2, that cupola is just added to it, if that's what they did. Because, the Germans just added cupolas to captured tanks, didn't they? So, probably do something like that.
And added 75, they added the 75 to it, I believe, as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like long 75.
Yeah, KV-2 with a short 75 would be pretty interesting.
That would be quite odd. Will there be Tetra feature? Yes. Yeah, blueprints are not very good for
Back 9.
I just watched you get eviscerated.
Blueprints are not very good for curves. Yeah, so I think that's true. Blueprints aren't always the best for curves, but we're not just using blueprints. You have to use blueprints. Well, you have to use everything at your disposal, and that includes images.
Yeah. As a researcher, I can speak on this a little. The workflow that me and a couple modelers have found is they will get, well, we'll get a lot of the basics, try and find as many historical references as we can, and then from there we can explore further out and find more specifics. So, say, finding a specific exhaust or specific, I don't know, transmission per se. It's just about finding these things piece by piece after finding the general, and some of the things that we have drawn from specifically are technical manuals very heavily, actually, because that's, you know, the most original source, and that's what we can, you know, get the most accurate data from, I'd say.
Yeah.
Um,
The satisfaction
Last
of, you know, creating a vehicle that's badly documented with, you know, a million little pieces of evidence, and then you take a step back and you know, see the entire thing. It's incredibly satisfying, and also it's very valuable historically because you know, it kind of puts together this whole vehicle that up until this point has been pretty badly covered in the historical record. Oh, that's not a good idea.
Jacob Mario asks again, will you have to look after your tanks to make sure they don't break down?
Yes.
If they do break down, for example, not putting oil in the engine causing it to combust, or
Oh,
water for the radio, having them overheat.
there's no current plans to be like physically putting oil in the radiator and water in the coolant. That's not really planned. Well, what's planned is that you'll need to take care of your tank by basically driving it well, you know, not doing bad gear shifts or switching to reverse while you're driving at 40 k's an hour, you know, like ridiculous stuff like that. Like, if you do that, your transmission is going to break pretty quickly. But in terms of the oil and coolant, that's sort of basically assumed to happen when you take your tank back to the depot and it gets repaired and sort of reset back up. That's sort of assumed that it's had some maintenance done to it.
Right, so back to some YouTube questions. Around how much will the game cost, if it's going to cost anything though? But I'm pretty sure it will need to be bought.
Yeah, it's a similar model to like DCS, in the sense that okay, that was a bad example because DCS is free. It's not free. It's $15 US. What I meant was that like it's accessible, low buy-in price or no buy-in price, and you get access to free vehicles. And then in the game, there's some other monetization methods like premium vehicles and limited edition vehicles, and, you know, cosmetics and weapons you can buy for your character and stuff like that. So that's just to increase accessibility, but also to yeah, make sure that it's not like a really expensive game from the get-go to buy into.
Sea Point is a hellscape. Man, around how many tanks will there be? I reckon a better question would be, how many tanks will there be for free? Would you say? Will it be like a very few limited many, or will it be a wide range, and then the premiums might be smaller or limited?
Well, you have to keep in mind it's one of those things that most of the vehicles in a theater. Oh, thanks, Gandalf. Most vehicles in a theater are represented by just a few models, because what tends to happen is that a few models get selected for mass production, and then it's that 80-20 rule. 80-20 rule. Like 80% of vehicles are 20% of models, and 20% of models are 80% of vehicles. So there will probably be quite a few like paid and limited edition vehicles, but you know, in the sense that most vehicles in a theater, how would you say this? Most vehicles you would find in a theater would be only a few different models of tank. Like if you look at the US in the Western Front in late war, for example, like most of what you're going to find is Shermans. Like you're not going to find 10 Shermans, 10 Pershings, 10, whatever. Like you're going to find almost entirely Shermans, and then you're going to find a little sprinkling of quite a variety of vehicles that are less commonly seen. So, yeah, if that answers your question. Wow.
Would there be player manned artillery?
So, wait, Snake, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was watching her do it.
What is
Just
happening?
slowly rotating to you.
Okay, let's, so we're gonna slightly change the plan of, playing with patrons. Yeah, so that's not happening anymore.
We will be banning this Patreon from accessing
Yep.
any of the further demos, and we will be inviting Budanov, who has been very kindly asking in the chat.
Yeah, I bet Budanov isn't gonna friendly fire me. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
give Budanov a chance. Let's kick Atali.
We're gonna kick Atali and we're gonna invite
No,
Budanov.
living up to her name, I would say, as a snake.
Yes, true. Very, very true.
Who's the squad? Oz, you're the squad leader. You have to kick her.
Me. You can still, yeah, I'll kick her, but we'll kick her after the match.
Yeah.
Right, some more further questions. Well, will the game have some kind of open track or track? Is that Ella? Like in DCS? Or track IR?
Oh, track IR.
Ella or IR? Yeah.
I mean that. Yes, it's going to be similar in the implementation to VR in the sense that it's not going to have handsets and like full integration like that, but in the sense that IL2 has VR. Like you can put on a VR headset and look around in VR, but you still have to use other methods to interact with everything. That's how it's going to be with Track IR as well. Since Track IR is basically using similar tech to VR, is it not?
I believe so.
So yeah.
Alright. Finish up these YouTube questions. How is this different than, say, World of Tanks? I mean, I guess we can make that a little more specific.
Who asked that question?
Somebody on the YouTube.
Okay.
I do not know.
Well,
how would you say this is different than, say, other World War II tank games that are currently on the market, i.e., World of Tanks or War Thunder?
Okay. I'm not really sure how to. That's sort of like asking how is World of Warplanes different to IL2? This is essentially it's closer to Armour 3 in the sense that it has the three doctrinal areas: infantry, tanks, and aircraft on a battlefield, which is quite large and dynamic, and it's closest to Armour 3. I don't know if you've ever played Armour 3, but it's strategic and it's tactical in a way that Squad 44 and Hella Loose aren't, because they take place on smaller maps. Armour 3 has more sort of like a movements, like you drive kilometers around to do an encirclement, you raid a village, there's downtime between engagements. So that's a pretty significant difference, and the other difference is obviously that you have interior control of the vehicles. Larger maps, much larger maps than Squad 44. I mean, I think a aircraft would be able to fly across the entire Squad 44 map in about 30 seconds. Oh, one thing, SUP 2. So yeah, it's the gameplay experience honestly wouldn't be even comparable to anything really on the market right now, apart from perhaps IL2 with aircraft, and IL2 with tanks. Except IL2 doesn't have infantry, and there's not the battlefield is less active, shall we say. One thing I wanted to say is SUP 2 Water is in the chat. He got banned from the Discord. You've been unbanned, right? SUP 2 Water, because it's been 30 days, and people tried to contact you, but you had your DM set up so that no one could contact you if they didn't share a common server. So
I'm pretty sure I DM'd him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
At least I'm pretty sure it's him. It'd be awkward if it wasn't.
Okay, don't you need at least two people to play the game, driver and gunner, even if the rest of the role will be AI? No. The only player role which you need in a tank is a commander, and then the rest of them will be AI, and then players can occupy the different roles. So you can be commander and gunner, for
Oh,
example, or commander and driver, and AI will occupy the other roles.
The aircraft. And then just I won't answer that question because that's a very specific answer. Specific question.
Then you it
Will
would
there be
sorry.
fuel mechanics for tanks and planes because these maps are so big?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Fuel is a thing. Um, yeah, you have to watch your fuel. You have to refuel at depots and airfields. And if you don't, you will need someone to tow you or a truck to come and bring fuel to you. But I mean, to be honest, I'm thinking that it's somewhat going to be unlikely to have someone in a truck drive all the way to your position. Okay, but Budanov said, "Don't forget me, please." I won't forget you, Budanov. Uh, can you make me squad leader, Oz?
Yes, I can. Mech leader. There you
Budanov is moving up in the world.
go. We are now playing with
We are
viewers.
now playing with viewers. Yes.
How will
Yippee.
how much control will mods have? Will we be able to completely implement new systems that are in no way implemented in the base game? Will there be some modding tools?
Okay. Yeah. So this is getting into the area that I don't necessarily have answers to. I can say for sure what mods definitely will do, which is custom vehicles, custom guns. Um, when it comes to slightly more specific stuff like coming up with custom game modes or custom AI behaviors, I'm just not the right person to ask. If Brody, our AI programmer, was here, maybe he'd go into more detail with that. But yeah, I wouldn't count on it. That's less certain. Oh, sub to Woody, you've been unbanned, so you should be able to join now.
I think it is a 20-second delay now on the stream. Will transporters slash tank hauler trucks slash half tracks be a thing like the M26 Dragon Wagon and the SDKFC 9?
Oh, sorry, can you repeat that quickly?
Will transporters slash tank hauler trucks slash half tracks be a thing like the M26 Dragon Wagon or the SDKFC 9?
Yes, that's
Or
an
you think
interesting
that
question. That's like recovery vehicles. Recovery vehicles are one of those things which it'd be nice to have. We'll probably get around to it sooner or later because it doesn't introduce anything like mechanically. It introduces absolutely nothing new to the game. It's extremely simple on our side to implement since the towing mechanics and everything are already there. So, yeah, I think I think they may make an appearance in the future.
send us into battle?
What do you mean 8.0?
Uh,
Oh, I see. What's everyone's highest? No, never mind.
Yeah,
Sorry.
bro.
We were doing 8.0 for a second.
yeah.
We are not doing 8.0. Alex would suffer.
Yeah, it's so hard to play. Look, I honestly, I swear I'm not usually this bad. With no tanks.
It's like the quietest I've ever been playing this game, so
Yeah, man, I'd be screaming.
yeah.
Um,
Well,
will there be manned AA guns like the Soviet 72K? And before you answer that, can you send to battle and then we can get in?
yes. Oh, that's
Wait,
simulated
you have a
battles.
4. Are we doing 4.7 now?
Oh no, I need to
Or
get rid of my BF-109 in my lineup. Oh shit, this is interesting.
are we going back down to 1.0?
No,
That's if he does Sweden.
no, it's just I'm gonna take the Vickers Marquis because I am an extremely difficult
Because
person.
yes.
Someone said something about manned artillery. So,
Yeah, manned AA such as 72K AA guns.
um,
Stuff.
so players will be able to hop on an artillery thing and operate it if necessary, but by default, it's not going to be a role. It's one of those things where, like, if an AI character can operate it, you know, like, so can a player character, because it's the exact same system for both of you. You're both just humans, you're both operating it. So, yes, you will be able to hop on an artillery or an AI. Anything that an AI can do, you can do, but it's just not necessarily your job. It's a bit like, it sounds like a weird analogy, but like GTA 5. So like, you aren't a bus driver in GTA 5, but like, there's nothing stopping you from getting in a bus and driving it.
I think that's probably a good analogy for it.
Yeah. Damn, we got 50
Are you
watches
planning
on the live stream. It's pretty
Damn.
good.
Are you planning on this being a hardcore sim, aka DCS, or will this be a gameplay like scale? Like, will the gameplay be scalable like War Thunder? I think it's just talking about the different game modes.
The most realistic mode is not even going to be really like DCS, because it's going to be more like Microsoft Flight Simulator, because in a DCS you can literally control every single button. I think like the most tiny thing that controls like the voltage to the backup radio. You know, you can press that. In Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's still like full sim, but it's basically like only the actual relevant functions. So you're not going to be able to like do those tiny irrelevant things. So it's not going to be quite like DCS, but it is going to be fairly, you know, simulator-esque.
Gandalf, you've gotten us spotted.
I'm imagining there's pretty low crossover between people who are into this sort of stuff and who've played Microsoft Flight Simulator, but imagine like War Thunder Sim, but you can click on most of the important things in the aircraft cockpit or in the tank interior, if War Thunder had tank interiors. Someone said, "Yo, is this Aces and Armor demo gameplay?"
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So we already have like 50,000 people online in our demo.
We have a full build, active maps.
Yep.
This is just all with all the Patreons.
I'm sure.
This is what happens when you have 50,000 Patreons.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Will there be fuel
Ooh,
mechanics? Yeah, we said that.
Yeah. Fuel
Will
mechanics, yeah.
tankettes be a thing?
Yeah. So tankettes are not that many of them are really planned for the game. Actually, to be honest, the only one off the top of my head I can think of is the L3 in the Battle of Greece theater. I can't really think of any other. The L3 was pretty seen in quite large numbers in the Battle of Greece theater, but other than that, I can't really think of any. Obviously, you got that Polish tankette, but we're not really planning on a Polish theater. Tankettes were pretty shit, right? So like people stopped using them quite quickly. So in fact, I'm pretty sure the last area that they were used was shortly after the Battle of Greece in North Africa with the Italians. I think the Italians held onto them longer than anyone else. So I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think that is right.
At least
yeah.
one. At least one. Also, they're very simple. I don't know if you've ever seen the inside of a tankette. It's like extremely simple. So on our side, it's like the equivalent of probably modeling 1/10 of a normal tank. It's incredibly easy compared to a normal tank. So simple, yeah. I mean, the L3 has like a few buttons, a gun, and that's it.
Sakul asked on the YouTube, is it possible to volunteer for this project?
Yeah, we have a volunteer program. If you're interested in volunteering, just contact, DM me on the server, Discord server, with your portfolio, and yeah, if you have some skills that we're looking for or something, we'll get back to you. The volunteer program has actually been really nice to see. Surprised by the amount. We didn't really expect it at the beginning, but it's really surprising the amount of people that are willing to put their effort into this game, and they're actually increasing our speed of development quite a lot. So huge shout out to the volunteers.
Yes.
How
optimized will the game be?
One thing about the volunteers, I should say that they still tend to be taking on. Wow.
You just got eviscerated by that man.
Yeah. I should mention that the volunteers are still taking on generally smaller tasks than the developers are. So we got some volunteers modeling. We got some volunteers modeling weapons. We got some volunteers doing some little C++ things for like picture-in-picture for like scopes and mirrors and stuff. When it comes to... Oh, there's one exception to that. One of our volunteers, Roxanne, has actually taken on a vehicle, a BA-64. So that's really crazy that we got volunteers willing to do that. But yeah. But yeah, it tends to be smaller jobs. Well, was there another question after that? Sorry.
Probably. Oh yeah, optimization. How optimized will the game be? Will it be able to run on a potato, or will it require a quantum to computer? That's a good, good range.
So somewhere in between is going to be the answer. So optimization is like one of the primary things of development. As one of our devs said, we sort of find ourselves talking about it every single day. It's a massive focus. Every single thing we do is really almost primarily about optimization. So the nature of the game is that it's probably still not going to run on a potato particularly well, but it's not going to require a supercomputer. And yeah, I mean, optimization is a huge focus. We're not going to ship a game that's extremely hard to run. That's just not really on the cards.
Another question. Scout planes. Will there be scout planes to give information about enemy positions or bunkers?
Yes, that's a planned role that you can do. So you spawn a plane in, you pick a scout plane, and I think we'll have some sort of system that you can pick what job you're going to do when you spawn in the plane. And basically you pick scout, and you fly to areas where you want to relay information, and that information gets relayed on the map to friendly players. I don't know what the bullet drop-off is like. Oh, he just went behind a hill.
Big collection of players somewhere. You have quite the large bomb that I'm gonna...
What caliber is this cannon? Seems huge. Oh, it's only 75 mil. Oh, this thing has no machine guns either.
Yeah, there's this thing up and back to the right.
I got exploded.
Oh shit!
Let me hit you guys.
And of course you got my
crash.
If only Oz didn't die there. I'd be able to see.
I just gave you guys a free smoke.
Thanks.
Will making dug in positions and sand barriers and tank blockade and the like be a thing?
That's not really a planned addition. That would require some terrain deformation. Essentially, if you're looking to ambush, use bushes, that sort of thing. That's going to be your main friend if you're trying to set an ambush or dig in somewhere. Use bushes.
So yeah, you need to repair your breach. And...
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
Sian just said you came into the live and you were very confused. Sorry that you're confused. We're just doing a Q&A while we play some War Thunder, so you guys have something nice to look at in the background.
Everyone telling me to repair my breach in chat.
Yeah, man.
Will the T-3476 be there? That is being modeled as we speak. The Panzer IV is finished, so yeah. Actually, yeah, things has really picked up, actually. I guess I should say to everyone now. We got, oh, thanks, Budnov, appreciate that. We got 3 vehicles currently being modelled. That's the T-34, 76, BA-64, and SDKFZ 250.
As well as some weapons and some emplacements as well that are being worked on right now.
Ah yes, the Flak 36.
Yeah. What is happening over here?
Oh, that thing. That's cool.
This thing?
Yeah.
Oh, there is a T-34 coming for us.
Oh fuck.
Did we just both ricochet on that Budinov?
There's 2 tanks there, by the way.
I'm gonna hide behind you guys. Oh, we got to the left. Oh, nice, Budinov.
This guy directly to your right.
Yeah, I see the marker.
Looking at me.
Does this thing have armor? I have no idea.
Oh, what are you on?
What was
No.
that? No, okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, how the fuck did I miss that?
There.
Oh my god, this takes so long to reload. I'm so bad at this game. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry,
There's a
chat.
T-34 to the right.
How did that only make his track orange? Get the transmission. No. No, guys. Surely I just got Gaijin. That wasn't a skill issue, surely.
Did you just get Gaijin? I'd say that was a skill issue.
I just hit his barrel with like a 75mm thing and it did nothing. Okay, I got Gaijin. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
My buddy just died next to me.
Okay, so there was, let's go collect some more questions. How will you stop steel clubbing in the game?
That's one of those questions that's almost like it's sort of assuming a War Thunder model by even asking that. This doesn't really have a system for seal clubbing to be a thing. Like, it's not tier based, it's not rank based matchmaking. It's simply players going into servers. So you can have some higher skills players, some lower skills players, but a lot of it, AI is like a really important part of the battlefield. Like it's not just players versus other players. So seal clubbing, it's sort of a similar thing to where like IL-2, that's not really a concept because you can't just join a server and guarantee that everyone is going to be like bad like you can when you go to low tiers. Wow. So it's not really seal clubbing isn't really a thing in games like this. The reason why it exists in War Thunder is because you can go to basically tiers where it's almost guaranteed that everyone is going to be a beginner, like low tiers. And it's fun that I can't be accused of seal clubbing because I'm terrible.
I think the most steel clubbing you're gonna get is by specifically going for the tanks that have no camo and no modifications on it, because it might be most likely a beginner tank for it.
It's possible, but like how like you don't really get to choose which tanks you come across. Like if you see a tank, you're going to engage it, like whether or not it's got modifications on it. Regarding logistics, how would fuel carriers work? Would it just be loading barrels into the bed or replacing the bed with a cistern, or maybe both? Probably both. I mean, for vehicles that had a specific fuel variant, you could probably load that out with a large cistern, as apparently it's called. But on, lots of trucks didn't really have a version like that, so in that case you could just load the bed with barrels. What I what I want to do is have it so that like if you drive recklessly and spill all the barrels, like so you only have 10% of the barrels left in your bed when you arrive at the depot, it's only going to refuel it like 10%, you know. All right, everyone's ready.
Do we want to do a different BR
Um,
for next round? No, you can you can keep going, but just what? Let's spread it out.
What is your highest BR, Alex?
8.3 with the term 3, but I'd rather not.
We
That's
did a few
fair.
of that. We did a few games of that before, and oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, don't ever go above 8.0.
I got like the Cobra
Yeah.
King T14 and Black Cat M18.
What BR's that?
6.0,
5.0 now, isn't it?
5.7,
6?
4.7. Oh wait, maybe that's in just sim. Um,
5.7 is a good tier.
wait, I just realized
5.7 and yeah, 6.7.
there is absolutely no point in having this Q&A on Discord if we're just doing the stream on YouTube. Like, there's literally no point at all.
I mean, just giving people other options.
Yeah.
They can just hop on the Discord.
I mean, I'm not going to get rid of it, but
delay.
it's like I mean, it's essentially just a voice chat between us three. So like, we don't need this whole Q&A thing.
I guess that's true.
But yeah, or whatever.
Something to keep in mind for.
I mean,
next
slowly learning.
I mean, it doesn't matter,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Just figuring things out.
Okay, so are we gonna go like 4.7 with the T14 or something?
Oh, we could do 4.7. Yeah.
Or 6. Yeah, I always do so badly in vehicles that. Well, I do badly in every vehicle, but I do especially badly in vehicles that have no armor. Seems I'm always playing vehicles that have no armor.
I wonder
Because
if
they're the
that's.
best vehicles.
Yeah, no armor, best.
No armor, best armor.
Oh, we're doing 6.0.
Are we? I thought we were doing 5.0.
I don't know.
Someone's got 6 in their thing.
Yeah.
Game Boy says, will there be different era like Cold War, post-Cold War, World War One, World War Two? No.
I need to get rid of this plane.
Sub 2 Water says, whatever you do, make the game fun, don't make it woke. Yep. I can pretty confidently say that the game will not be woke.
Harley 5.7 without me, 6.0 without me. You can try and join at the same time as us, and then hope that you get into the right match.
Alright, realistic battles.
Oh, if you do 5.7, I can slot in.
Oh, this is increase. Oh my god, the Spitfire Mark 9 is 5.7. No, that's got to go. Although, actually, no, I'll just bring the Cobra King, it's fine.
5. Okay, so we're gonna go up. Okay, we'll go up to that. The other. Okay.
Oh, 5.7 now?
6.0.
Don't put the IS-2 the same level as the
7.7.
L3.
So, what are we doing? 5.7?
Yeah, I guess so. If everyone readies up.
Only the Tiger 2s are still 5.7. All my Elkeet
Tiger
make
2
fans
is
of.
5.7. Holy shit, wow.
No, it used to be. Now it's all 6.7.
6.7 now. Yeah, it's because all of the I guess late war German vehicles were like in the 5.0 range, and then Guardian had the big shift, and now they're 6.0, and Tiger 2s are up in 6.7.
Budnev,
Yeah.
do you want to ready up?
Yep, I'm ready. Budnov is ready, and then good. Oh, that's actually good if you have a
There we go.
consistent amount of people on everybody.
Someone said, don't put the IS-2 as the same level as the L3. I mean, they were never in the same theater, so there's not really any chance of that happening. Imagine an IS-2 being mauled by 5 L3s from all around. I don't think that would go how you're imagining it. So...
Oh, me and War Thunder moment.
Yeah. I think
I'm
the ice
kind of
tips.
questioning if we're gonna find a match because we've got 2 Germans and 2 Americans.
Yeah, maybe not.
You can swap over to. I can swap over to America.
I can swap to England.
Yep.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Uh,
I won't get to. Oh, I will get to 5-7.
you need to cancel it.
Yeah, you would cancel. Alex.
Oh shit, yeah, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was reading chat.
Right, where's my 5-7 lineup for
Oh, this will be a silly one.
England?
Yep. 6-7.
No, I just need to build it real quick.
I wish I had the Churchill or the Matilda 2.
You wish you had the Churchill or the Matilda too.
Yeah. Oh wait, is the Matilda 2 even in the game, or is it just the Matilda 3?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
Yeah,
from
just the Matilda 3.
Southwest. Talking about late war big cat tanks reminds me of another thing. Will vehicle prices be based around the potency or around their IRL production costs? With late war Panzer IVs costing more than Panthers.
Sweet, there we go.
No, so... Oh wait, are you talking about the in-game economy, or the price to buy them with real money?
I'm ready.
That's a good question. We'll see.
Okay, let's go.
In between that, from Game Boy, will... Oh, they were talking about transmission problems happening because of poor control or straining it. Will the transmissions have problems because of poor control or straining the transmission?
Yeah. Yes, is the answer to that. Okay.
And, Southwest was, yes, in-game economy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so their cost is only going to be based on how much they cost in real life. That's the only thing. So yeah, production prices. And yeah, we've already started compiling the prices of various tanks and filling in the gaps for modifications. Like obviously we're not going to be able to find how much 5 track links from a Panzer IV cost.
Hog 2?
Yep. Run on hamster engines.
Or is it in a castle right now?
Togs, you never saw combat, right?
Nah.
I do not believe so.
And it should have neutral steering, but in game it doesn't.
How lovely. Alex, I'm gonna hide behind you.
Fair play. Oh yes, Budner from the same tank. Wait, is that 2.0 tank that you were going earlier?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was not talking about how I always bring it up. The M8 Scott, yeah.
Yeah, it's way too good.
It is, and it's not even at 2.0, it's at 1.3.
Yeah.
The M8A1 version with the longer 75, it has I think like 124 mils, and it's so good.
That's crazy.
And that's at 2.0.
Is that a statue of Lenin up there?
Where?
We are in Port Novorossiysk, so it could very easily be.
Alright, let's shoot it down.
Very... I'm gonna sneak around to the side.
Alright, is anyone checking questions?
I am not.
There's none on Discord.
There are some in the YouTube chat, I think.
Discord kind of fell off. Only 10 people watching.
Since I tell everyone that there was literally no reason for them to be there, they left.
I wonder why.
Oh, wow. Oh, nice.
Oh, I have a flank.
Linton.
Oh, that's a tiger. Wow. Tiger.
Oh, I see many vehicles. Panthers right there.
Wow.
Oh, they are port side.
Yeah, port side.
Okay, I got one kill. That's something.
What? Right. I've
Okay,
got bombs to aim if you want nuking. Oh, I see something.
Oh. Just save me, Budinov. Budinov, you saved me.
Damn, Budinov is
goated,
I'm not gonna lie.
He said he was getting 20 kills this game, and I believe him.
We should
I have full faith.
we should make Budanov a
Promote you to
recurring
Patreon
character.
for free. Oh, I died. Alright, some more YouTube questions. What do you think you need to add before you could release it into early access? If you even will release it into early access.
So, at least one map, at least 5 to 10 vehicles, functioning game mode, everything functioning basically. If it was still a little buggy or still a little rough around the edges, obviously that's what early access is for. But yeah, that's what it would take.
Ooh.
Wow, this game is laggy.
That
for
is
some reason.
Tiga.
Will there? Okay, no, that's the question from Subtrue Water about will there be mid-air fueling?
No.
I do not believe that was I do not believe that was a World War II practice.
I think technically, was it like
I think post-war they tried
it was
it.
like a test, but I mean, no, it wasn't like normal, so no.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Also,
will
that
bullets
would
be able to
serve
hit
like
each other
literally zero
in the air?
purpose in the game.
Yeah. I mean, given that
Oh,
like you'd have to be a
no.
specialized role for that.
Wow,
Oh no.
I got absolutely owned.
There was the question of will the bullets be able to hit each other mid-air? That's an interesting question.
That, I think according to our ballistics model, there's no reason why that couldn't happen. But that's such an odd question. I don't know. I think there's no reason why that theoretically shouldn't be possible.
And
If you add artillery, how would the mechanics work? Also flak.
If you what, sorry?
that
If you add artillery, how would the mechanics work
Oh,
along with flak?
pretty simple. Like on the map, there would be an area that has some artillery there, and they fire wherever artillery is called in. The AI general will be usually dictating where the artillery is going, but I think it should be possible for tank crews to radio in and demand like urgent artillery support somewhere.
Actually, I actually have a question. In regards to like vehicles that were specifically meant for artillery purposes, so like self-propelled artillery, would they be able to do their own artillery in terms of like vehicle and vehicle combat?
I mean, there's no reason why, like an artillery vehicle couldn't, indirect fire, working out the ranges on the map and then firing somewhere. No reason why that couldn't happen.
People are talking about the E100. We did talk about this previously, but I'll let Alex talk about that specifically.
I think it's so interesting how many people want the mouse. Like, I mean, I kind of get it, but like, is it that interesting? Like, everyone wants the mouse that much?
I mean, it's more of a meme tank than anything.
Yes, I mean, so
Yeah.
is Bob Semple,
At
but like,
this-
no
at
one
this
wants
point.
that.
Hey, now I want that. I'm the New Zealand here.
Okay, let me just kick you from the chat real quick.
Oh,
um, uh,
Because apparently it's because it's iconic.
so I mean, yeah, I get it. So, if we were to add the mouse, it would only be because it theoretically could have happened because it was in the middle of a war zone and someone could have used it, but it would be very rare. And
I think the way
honestly,
that,
it's a bit of an exception, honestly, because we're not really planning on adding prototype vehicles that didn't see combat. But I guess the mouse is a bit different because there's always been that legend of it like seeing combat, even though it's probably false. And it was like right in the middle of combat, so like there's no reason why theoretically it couldn't have been used. So yeah,
I think yeah, I think we were also talking about the E100 specifically, which only had its hull built, and
yeah,
well,
that's.
I think I
that's-
remember you put it quite well in chat, whereas theoretically we could make it, but there's always going to be a vehicle that is gonna have a higher priority than
Yeah.
a E100.
Yeah, when it comes down to it, there will always be a vehicle that we'd rather make than the E100. I mean,
Run
the
milk.
100 is just too far. I mean, it didn't even have a. We'd have to like make up a turret. I don't. That's not really.
We'd have to base
Yeah.
the turret off of the blueprints, and
Yeah.
I don't believe that it would even fit well in the game, the E100.
Yeah.
Run for Milk's mentioning the Storm Tiger as well, which was used as like a demolition tank almost. Same with the AVREs,
So I mean,
like
yeah.
a engineering vehicle.
This is going to be like a common thread when people message retracted. What did SOP 2 water send? Yeah, this is going to be a common thread with tanks. Like people are going to say, "What about this tank?" And it's going to be like, "Yeah, maybe," but there are like a million tanks from well, okay, not literally a million. There are many tanks from World War II that are possible additions, and saying any one of them that saw combat, it's like, yeah, maybe one day, but can't really commit too much right now. Is it okay? Everyone's ready. My bad. Sorry.
There was a couple more questions. On the 1942 Eastern Front, will there be any form of representation of the Romanian army, even if it's just like a camo for the German armor or something like that? Since it was a pretty big contributor.
Yeah. I think it's a nice idea. There are a few ways we could go about that. We could add a Romanian platoon of infantry. Same thing with sort of like Hungary. We could add vehicles. There is a slight issue there, which is the crew having voice lines and the infantry having voice lines. Obviously, Hungarians are going to be speaking Hungarian, and Romanians are going to be speaking Romanian. And I suppose it's going to be slightly weird if like Romanians and Germans have voice lines referring to each other and they're understanding each other perfectly. And similar thing with like a Romanian skin for a tank. Like, why are the Germans manning it if there are if it's like a Romanian tank? But I suppose you can always like make examples like, oh, it was a Romanian tank but it got abandoned, so some German crewmen took it over. So yeah, I think the most likely way in which we do something like that would be via like a platoon that is Romanian, And I should mention infantry is AI for everyone who doesn't know.
MG was asking in the chat, would it just being a native French speaker be enough to translate, or would you prefer would you like professional experience for volunteer voice acting or translation?
So voice acting is a bit of a interesting thing, because for it to be good voice acting, especially with war voice acting, you seriously need to be ready to like absolutely scream at the top, like literally scream, like nothing left in reserve. You are shouting as loud as you can into the microphone, like I'm hit, he's dead, a tank, etc. And the reality is most people aren't really comfortable doing that, and they don't really have a place to do that, especially people who live in cities. So, but it's one of those things like, voice acting is one of those things where you just need to give it your all. If an average person goes into a voice acting thing, and they just scream at the top of their lungs, like, they will do just fine. It's just a lot of people hold back. What the? Has anyone seen this before?
Seen what?
On stream. Yo, dual turret T14, guys. What do you think?
Really? Damn.
There's a Tiger 2.
I just put down an IS-2.
Yo, it's actually
there's
actually
a Tiger 2H.
got the breach and machine gun inside the turret. Did you know that they modeled that in War Thunder?
Yeah.
Interesting. That's actually, I've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, if you look at all the modern tanks, have even got the controls in them.
Wow.
But yeah,
guess,
we're fully
I
up
guess
there.
I'm just carrying this
We're
along.
at 6-7.
Okay, I think I might literally just be. Okay, there we go.
I was bullying this IS-2. May have been sent. German crewman barking and Romanian responding with, "What the fuck are you saying?"
Wait,
If you did go,
is that a question? What the fuck are you saying?
oh no, as in like just a certain interactive voices commenting on it. Say a German crew barking commands, and then the Romanians responding with, "What the fuck are you saying?"
It's an interesting idea, but think about like radio, like you like if you're in a tank, you need to be able to radio friendlies, and how would that work? Like the Romanian is on the radio, and he's saying stuff in Romanian to the HQ, and what the HQ is responding in German. I guess you could just make it like the Romanians. I mean, I wouldn't really be opposed to just like making it so that they understand each other for whatever reason. I mean, it's not really that much of an immersion breaker, considering it's not like a key part of gameplay.
There was right. Thanks to Bird. Will auto cannons actually do damage to tanks because of the armor degradation?
I mean, I should mention that autocannons already do damage to plenty of tanks in early war, but late war, I mean, yeah. You know, theoretically, armor degradation allows even a machine gun round to do damage to a tank, or should I rather say, like 1,000,000 machine gun rounds. So yeah, like with enough shots, an autocannon should be able to dispatch a tank, but realistically, if you're looking at a tank with some significant armor, the tank is always going to kill you before you can kill the tank with an autocannon. Shit.
Question
How
about
do
can
I-
your tank group have AI, or do I need 4 friends to join me? That's the game. That is in our FAQ, and it is. If you do not, there is the opportunity to have AI fulfilling the other roles of the tank. After the Panzer IV and early T-34s, what's the plan for the second tank for each faction? Maybe Panzer II and B teams. And to add on to that, so I thought I saw somebody ask, is there a plan of all the? Is there a list of all the planned vehicles that will be in the game?
There's a private list of like initial vehicles that we're going to, but we're not releasing it because everyone gets the wrong idea when they look at it. They think, oh, this is all the vehicles that's ever going to be in the game, and so they just think, oh, what about this, vehicle that should be in the game? So we have an initial list, but because each vehicle takes a significant portion of time to do, we're basically just taking it bit by bit, but yeah. Damn.
Interesting question. In most games you have reload times, but if we have to manually reload, how do you plan on balancing reload times?
Because we are going to make it so that the actions necessary to fulfill a reload end up taking a similar amount of time that we know that reload in real life worked. So for example, you look around, you click on a shell, and depending on how large that shell is and how distant away from you it is, it takes a slightly different amount of time for you to pick it up for the loading circle to complete and for you to have it in your hands. And then you click on the breach to insert it into the breach, and that will obviously take a different amount of time depending on how big the shell is, and there'll be a little quick time event, and if you nail it, it loads a bit faster, and if you fail it, it loads a bit slower. So yeah, the reload times will be, not an issue.
Will some more uncommon tanks be added, like the Man of War or the Matilda Hedgehog?
This sort of comes down to this thing where
Will tank be added?
Yeah, maybe. Any tank is fair game as long as it's all combat.
It's all combat, and we can find reasonable references on it.
Yeah, possibly.
Like model it. If we can't model it because there aren't any surviving references, then we might have an issue.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that was close. I always feel like there's someone watching me in War Thunder.
Oh yeah, you're streaming.
Yeah, very funny. I always feel like there's
Will there be
33 people watching me when I play War Thunder.
Will there be planes in this game? The game is aces and armor, so planes and tanks and AI infantry.
Yeah.
It is a three division game.
So yeah, the plans are like the planes are the long-term plan, but we're currently focusing on tanks. But it's one of those things from the beginning of development. We knew we'd divided it into this modular system because we knew we could scale it up or down depending on the response we got. So if we don't have the funds to develop the full game we envisioned, we can always scale back and do just a tank and infantry game or something. The way it's looking right now, the response has been rather incredible, so we are very optimistic about the future of the game. So thanks everyone for that, because the aircraft are the bit that I'm most excited for personally, although I am biased.
For the JU-290.
Yep. I'm the world's leading expert on the JU-290 in case anyone is confused about that.
I mean, that's actually, you can talk about how we are currently in our what would you in our threads that have all of our references. We have two incredibly rare and incredibly limited references.
Yeah, so
that we have managed to get access to.
there are two vehicles which we have research forums on, and we're fairly sure that they are the most comprehensive archive of information on that vehicle in the world. I don't really want to reveal what the vehicles are because people get the wrong impression, but they're unusual vehicles, and yeah, the research is going crazy on Aces and Armour. Like, it's a research project as much as a game. Some of the references, one of the vehicles that we have references on, if you search it up on the internet, you'll get a few decent websites. We have full reference pictures of the interior. We have the pilot's manual, we have the construction manual, we have its service history, we have a reference on every single little thing. It's wild, like the research which we're pulling off here, actually I did that one myself.
you did do that.
Yeah, to be fair. Not myself actually. One of the patrons helped enormously because they contacted a German museum, and with translation and stuff they helped a huge amount. Actually, no, Late Bird helped with that as well because he, we had, oh, this is incredible. So there was a guy in Germany who had the last remaining copy of the pilot's manual for this thing, and we got in touch with him just in time to take this last copy. And Late Bird, who's one of our patrons and moderators, he had the document shipped to him, and then he shipped it to me. So it was a team effort, that one. I don't know why I said it was me at the beginning. I sort of started it, but it was a team effort.
Also, somebody was talking about a custom battle to end off the what's it called, the Q&A, and I thought that'd be quite nice. You want to do that, Alex?
What will we do in the custom battle though?
Just make a custom battle and to get the viewers to join in.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Just a minor amount of tomfoolery.
Oh, and I'm getting accusations of being a narcissist because I said I did it all myself. I'm sorry, Chad. I didn't mean to say that. It was a simple mistake.
It was a misinput.
Yep, misinput. I'm never beating the allegations now.
Of being that narcissist, Alex.
Okay, custom battle, create session. What should we do? Should we do a
Navy?
narcissistic furry? Okay, this is getting a bit crazy now. Yeah, that is
great.
not
That's
that is
great.
not the case. To set the record straight, that is not the case. Atali's literally
Nope.
just trying to slander my career into the ground.
Yeah, don't go too far.
Yeah, chill out, Atali.
What we should do, we should force everybody to play naval.
And
You don't need to bore everyone
no
to
one
death.
joins. I'm trying to what's
Nobody
a map
joins.
that has tanks and aircraft?
All of them.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, very.
All of them.
No,
It's
but
not. It's very few maps have all three.
some of them
Yeah.
you can't. Oh, hold on, I know Mediterranean. No, Mediterranean port. This is one of them. Can everyone ready up?
Yes.
Are we not?
No, you're not.
What BR do we want to do?
Anything. I mean, it's a custom battle.
I'm gonna go back to the silly lineup. Look at that.
Oh my god, Sub 2 Water is asking for a 5L3 versus IS2. What? Why are you asking for that? There's no armor degradation in War Thunder, so.
An L333 in War Thunder has killed a mouse.
Okay.
And there is video proof of this.
There is video proof of that.
Okay, but wasn't that like a bug with the armor spacing or
It
something?
took
Like
a
went down the
long
barrel
time.
or
I'm
something.
pretty sure it was the armor spacing bug, but
Yeah.
it took a
Yeah.
long time.
It like went through the barrel or something. I remember watching the video.
I thought it went through like a corner.
Oh, I probably could have gone.
It was a very weird way it killed it.
Very, very odd.
Right, we're all ready.
Okay, I probably should put
Oh no,
some
is
cap
the
on
audio
it.
messed up? Oh, that's just the water noise, guys. That is not ASMR.
Oh my god. Is that me chewing on something?
Anything can be ASMR
Yeah,
if you try hard enough.
Okay, servers EU. What's the password?
Just don't have a password so anybody can join.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is sorry, this is only aviation and fleet, my bad.
Oh, that sounds even better. Let's do that.
Ah.
No.
That sounds
How-
horrendous.
Nobody owns boats.
Except for this one guy in the YouTube chat.
I'm
who
trying
has
to domination. Does
I'm
this
sorry
have
for you, one person.
does
Sorry for your loss.
operation does operation have tank spawns and no, it doesn't. What are the ground battles called?
Domination?
It should say
Oh, battle,
what it
battle,
has.
right, battle. The battle requires you to do port
Just
map.
do filters. If you go in a
You should
filter-
be able to filter by the vehicles now.
Yeah, go into filters. Up in the top, and it'll.
Yeah, but this is allowing things which are just aviation and just army. Okay, so battle has both, but all right, let's just do spaceport. Why not?
Ah, the worst map.
Is it?
Yay. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Ah, fine. Okay, what's a different map?
Mm,
Cargo port.
There's Field Poland. There's several ports. Yeah. There's Sweden, but that's very enclosed.
Wait. What about Italy? That one. What's it called again? I can't remember what it's called. Ooh,
Fields in Normandy.
Red Desert.
Alaska?
Never seen this before.
Red.
Oh, that map. Yeah, it's a top 10 map as well.
Ah.
Let's do it, man.
Some more final questions.
It's a
from
pretty
the-
large map.
What about mines, like anti-tank mines and such?
Yeah, possible addition.
Will there be any semblance of naval forces for the Pacific theater, i.e., landing craft or light fleet elements?
So there would be naval forces, but not player controlled ones.
So take note. This map is Pepe.
Huh?
Is what?
The map is Pepe.
Oh, it is too.
Also, I've only managed to spawn in. I can only bring one aircraft. Is that just the way I've selected things, or?
I said the max BR is 8.0 because I didn't want like a million jets.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Okay,
so
I need to
everyone
redo
thought to
my
bring a
thing here.
million jets then.
Yeah, I had one jet, but all my tanks were above 8.0. Sad days.
I'm in an EBR, man.
Yeah, I'm a jet hater, so no jets on my watch.
Sad.
Unless it's a World War II jet, in which case it's tolerable.
Yeah, but you can't bring World War II jets. I can't even bring 7.7.
Everyone in chat
Okay.
can join this custom battle, by the way.
Yep, anybody can join it.
Tali says we can't join, is it? Did I set it to like private? Let me try it again.
What have you done?
Damn, why? I probably shouldn't be doing this. I'm like really clueless about
Where
War
are
Thunder.
you? Oh, that's only a spawn, that's fine.
Someone else should do it. I'm honestly pretty clueless about War Thunder.
Gandalf, you want to set it up?
Yeah, sure.
I'll make you, Alex has to make you leader.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, what, are we having a BR cap, or are we allowing everything?
Nah, no chats.
Okay.
No chance for a BR cap?
Ammo Recton says all my homies hate chats. That's what I'm saying. Ammo Recton is a real one.
Yeah.
Respect Ammo Recton.
Much respect.
Is battle aircraft only?
Uh,
Yeah, you should,
no,
you
it's
should
not.
make us do naval.
Dear God.
Right. Do you want a large map or a small map?
Let's just do small. Why not?
Okay.
What are you guys saying on my skin, huh?
Why are you flexing your skin on the dev Q&A stream?
Cause this is my proudest skin.
You need to ready
Alright, I'm ready.
up. Just waiting on Kylo.
Budanov asking for jets, please. Budanov, no. Budanov, no.
Yeah. So what is the BR cap gonna be? 7.7?
7.7, let's say. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 7.7. That's enough for jets, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just barely.
Barely.
I'ma bring a coughing baby, says Sub 2 Water. What in the world?
Okay, who's bringing the hydrogen bomb?
Oh, okay.
Coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb.
Yeah. Alright, that should be all good to go. Yep. It's good to go.
Oh, there you go.
Just need to ready up.
Yep. Don't need Budanov.
Yeah, but no, you need to ready up once more.
Oh, Budanov's on YouTube, so it's gonna be a bit of a delay.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There we go.
Must be like a 10-second delay.
I think so.
I hope reloads are on.
Yeah.
Good.
It'd be really funny if we were all on the same team.
Yeah.
We pretty much are.
Time for team killing.
It's a 3v1.
Man, leave me alone, please.
Yo, Budanov, come and do like a formation
Actually,
with
it's
me.
just... They're both in plane, so we'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Unless you're also on a
I
plane.
beg to differ because I carry bombs.
I am not in a plane.
Okay, yeah, you'll be fine-ish.
Ah, damn, War Thunder's custom battle interface is garbage, so there's only like a 2% chance we'll actually find the room in the pitiful list we're shown.
Do you filter by, how many users there are? and you know it's only 4, so European province only 4 people. There's only going to be 1 server for it.
Sub2Water asks, will you be able to add custom skins, or will you only have historically accurate skins?
So similar thing to War Thunder, the community making skins will have a chance for their skin to be added to the game. But if it's not in the game, you can still have a client-side skin that no one else can see.
You Italian?
Just a random
can
commenter
invite
said,
only-
did you guys buy premium War Thunder vehicles? Wonder if you'll sell premiums for Aces and Armor 2, lol.
I mean, yes, because you know you are selling premiums. Like, it's not the same system as War Thunder.
Yeah.
They sell it based on how good the vehicle is as a premium. It's based on how rare it is.
Yeah, because War Thunder is, it doesn't really have a system, does it? It's, it just sort of chooses randomly whether a vehicle is premium or not. Like, there are many very common vehicles that are premiums, like, I don't know, like the Fokker D21, which was like the main fighter for Finland, I think, during a certain period of time, and that's a premium for some reason. Same with the 109 G6. Yeah, the system is a bit different. Oh no, Red Gandalf is in a mouse. That's crazy.
No.
You're not?
Oh,
Nah.
what is that thing?
The AR-196.
Alex, you should look up, by the way.
Oh no, that
Oh,
is
is
Alex.
that a B-29?
Oh. No, it's an HEL 111.
Oh, that's gonna...
And he's bombed me.
Holy sh... Those bombs almost hit...
I just almost hit you.
No, you did hit
Did I
me.
kill you?
He is playing.
Oh, yeah, I got severe damage.
I cannot believe you... What are the chances of that? That's crazy.
Man.
Good thing there's only 2 bombs. Oh, everyone's in a
I just
plane.
watched on the stream. Yeah.
This is an ME262. Okay, Gandalf, don't take this personally, but I'm gonna kill you.
Are you go? Try me. Oh,
Oh yeah.
Is it
I
gonna
killed
work?
2 planes.
no,
Oh.
you did nothing.
I killed
That
two
was-
of
Didn't
them
even
as well.
scratch me.
So close.
Good enough.
Let me get in a plane.
Hold on, let me do the craziest landing ever.
Alright, where is this HE-111? I want to kill it. Playing planes
Oh, it's
in
not really a
stream.
tank stream.
Who said this was a tank stream?
This was a Q&A stream.
Yeah, this is... yeah. Alright, let's kick Jacob Mario for insolence.
Do not kick Jacob.
Hold on now, where the thanks for this now.
I'll be kicking Jacob.
Cuba, your models look
Nice,
amazing, I like it.
111.
Thanks. Yeah, we'll have a build coming out pretty soon of Aces and Armor. And when that happens, we'll definitely take a look at that in the stream. Instead of playing War Thunder the whole time. So, you know, we might spend a little bit of time playing Aces and Armor, a little bit of time playing with War Thunder when that's ready. Just in case anyone was unsure about that.
Questions.
We got 7 minutes
These are-
left.
these
Ask any
Q&As
questions if you wish.
Yeah, 7 more.
Hit the Joel's theme.
7 minutes until yeah, like you have to wait another month until the Q&A comes out.
If I play any music, I'm gonna get striked probably by
Got
YouTube.
striked.
Yeah.
Where did that 111 go?
Hope not. No, okay.
Saw you for a second.
What will be the shell model? Will it be like War Thunder? So we're probably going to use the same dimar, which is the same as War Thunder uses, but people shouldn't get the idea that that means that it will inherit all the same problems and stuff. A lot of that is due to implementation.
Yeah, which is volumetric, and I think we talking to Roberto the other day about how ballistics will be going, and his idea was not to use volumetric or what was the armor system before volumetric that War Thunder used?
Well, I'm not sure if there's a word for it. It's just like the opposite to volumetric, isn't it?
Yeah, those were the it will not be volumetric or the previous yeah.
Yeah.
Will be the previously used armor system, so it'll be interesting to see. Interesting to see how.
We also have
the armor
some
system will be deployed.
really good people approaching us for ballistics. Like way better than we could ever have imagined. But like I'm going to go into more detail about that a bit later once we sort of close the deal, so to speak.
Not talk about it yet.
Yeah, not quite yet. But it's almost unbelievable that we've managed to like get these people interested. So actually, I'm wondering if one of them is watching the stream. Probably not. Let me check. No. Oh, actually, I can't.
I see a tank. That would be a panther.
Oh yeah, I see a tank as well.
And,
Oh no,
Oh,
please,
yeah.
no.
Oh no, that was a Corsair.
yeah, that was Italian, of course. I need you to reject me, Jacob.
Now he's capping the zone. It'd be nice if we could adjust the points so capping zones doesn't matter.
Yeah, maybe don't cap anything, guys, because otherwise the game is just gonna win.
Well, he's done it, so... Get him, Oz.
Find you. Where are you?
Oh no, I thought you were gonna bomb C.
I was. Oh, he's my friendly. I'm on the.
I'm right here.
Oh man. Alright, I'll drop the bombs. She come try and
This
fly
looks
near
so
me.
large.
Is that
Oh,
a
I did, I know.
Ho-229? What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there are no reloads, I don't think.
Nope. It is. It's still realistic.
Yeah. Damn.
Oh, what do you mean by reloads? Do you mean like
arcade
infinite
reloads.
ammo?
Yeah, that's normally.
Oh yeah, no, that's not on.
Holy. That was a large bomb.
And he still somehow survived.
I don't know how I got you with my first bombs, Alex.
Right, he's tracked.
Yo,
We'll slowly tick
Ho-229,
off
Ho-229, go on my tail. I've got a surprise for you.
That's always reassuring.
Who's that in the Ho-229, by the way?
Jacob Mario.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Corsair, come on my tail again. Oh, that sounded weird. Approach me from
Only
the
sounds
rear
bad if you
again.
make it work.
Okay, yep. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Come at me from behind again.
Yes. Approach
That was-
me
that was a
from
bad
the
thing.
6 o'clock position.
Why did you have position, man?
Before my engine dies, please.
Oh wait, I see you. What are
Ah,
you doing?
damn. I couldn't see you.
You just full on just face planted into the ground.
Will you add bushes to NA and be prepared to be added to a hit list by War Thunder players? First part, no. Second part, no.
Probably.
Oh, I hit a tree. Oopsies.
Oh, that is severely unfortunate.
How do we join the custom battle? Give it
Should just be able to go to custom battles. Search for a sub with, what's that, 8 people now? Eastern Province map? Should only really be one sub like that.
Are you outrunning my bullets? Get off.
Well, is that you chasing me?
Oh, okay, there I see you.
Average ME262 gameplay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm slow right now.
Yeah, but my BF110 is slower.
I mean, I'm going 400, soon to be 300, because I'm minus a wing.
Oh man. Oh, Jacob's coming out of nowhere. Yep, he just got taken out, man.
Oh wait, I think I can bring something. Let me bring my pea shooter, which can kill everything. There we go.
Vanot XU says stop playing War Thunder and answer our questions. What questions? I'm looking at the chat.
For now we've dried up most of the questions, so we're just playing this until 11, and then we'll close it out.
I have brought my pea shooter.
Oh, will you plan some open beta for this game?
Probably, yeah. Although, yeah, no guarantees about that. I'm not entirely sure. It might be closed beta until release.
Also, for sub 2 water, he did unban the sub 2 water account on the roadblock.
Yeah, he did. Will Russia be as biased in A&A compared to War Thunder? No, obviously not. I mean, I don't. Those sort of questions, it's like, well, even if I was like, even if I planned to do that, I wouldn't just say like yes, would I?
I mean, you never know. Could be honest.
Yes, there will be Russian bias.
There will be quite a lot of bias.
It's just one of those things where it's like, what's the? If you ask that question, like people are only ever gonna say no. But I mean, there's no reason why we would add Russian bias. British bias, on the other hand.
Yeah, it's like, in Harrison Generals, they walked out of Copenhagen, so everyone saw it as German bias.
Yeah.
No, not my own! Of course Italy does it!
Please don't shoot me, whoever is in that tank. I don't even know what that is. Is that a Yak Tiger? Please, a Yak Tiger versus a Vickers Mark E. That's just... I'm like a child. That's so fucked up. Please don't kill me.
Hold on, I'll roll over. I'll save you. Are you still alive?
Yeah, I'm still alive. The Yak Tiger. Who's this in a mouse? Is that a mouse? Or is that Yak Tiger? Please, no. Oh my god, you're like kneecapping me.
So, if you ever have a mouse, always remember to bring like 40 to 50 smoke rounds, because they are just the best.
That's a good question. Will the weather affect projectiles?
Do you have the gun to... Yes, you do. That's actually so frightening, having a... will the weather affect projectiles? Probably, yeah.
Also, we are officially past our deadline for the Q&A, so...
Yeah, so we'll probably wrap up now.
We'll wrap up... Oh, are you still alive?
I survived a...
Mouse.
Point blank.
Oh, it's Jacob Mario again.
It over-penetrated, went straight through the turret. That's pretty impressive. Oh, it is a mouse. I thought it was a Yak Tiger, because the turret wasn't moving.
There was a Yak Tiger, and it drove straight past you.
Yeah, the Yak Tiger was a true G. The mouse, less so.
Oh! Hi there, E100. Please don't ever be here again. Please stop existing
Wait, who?
as an E100.
Oh. Wait, there's an E100 in the game?
I think
Damn,
that's what
okay.
it is.
I forgot that was
something.
even in War Thunder, not gonna lie. That is quite rare. Let's take a look at it.
I will mobilize you. Wait, can I outrun your turret? Oh, that's even better! Uh-oh. I'm done.
He missed!
Wait.
No way.
No way.
Does the E100 have like a way longer turret than the mouse?
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, what armor's on the back of this? So I can pen 150. Pen your engine. I cannot pen your engine.
Sub to order, will you add the Black Prince and approach the US government to use it as a terrorist torture device? What are these questions?
What are those questions? I'm just gonna bully you.
Sub to order, I don't think my main account is unbanned. You are unbanned.
I can confirm it is.
Yeah, it is. Offender,
Yeah.
sup, the number 2, water, all lowercase. That's unbanned. How many accounts do you have?
Pen your turret.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna shoot off your stowage.
I'll go once more
Here 100 plus
until I
mouse,
get
the
destroyed
ultimate
by
fight.
something, and then we'll wrap up the stream.
E100 versus the mouse versus the Jagdtiger versus the Martyr.
Oh yeah. Oh, no more Marta.
No more Martyr. Alright, do you want to wrap it all up then?
Let me just go until I get destroyed once more, and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
I can make it very quick.
Oh no. Yo, chat, what's your opinion on the on the Vickers Mark E? Does this Vickers 6 ton?
Is it not a T-26 but with a British gun?
The T-26 is basically a copy of this.
Oh, is it? I
Yeah.
thought it was the other way around.
Nah. British don't copy Soviets, Soviets copy British.
True.
Red VN says the best. Thank you, Red VN. We are in agreement. Maxi says copy.
Copy of a copy.
These have gotten what copy of a copy? What's the Vickers Mark E a copy of? I wasn't aware it was a copy of anything. I'm pretty sure it's not, right? It's an original design.
I don't think so. How can I see you guys my CV? Go join the Discord server and DM Alex, like we were talking about portfolios.
Yeah. Oh no.
What?
Oh, I just watched that happen.
This is so fucked up, man. This is so fucked up. How did I survive that?
I'm gonna turn into a house.
Are you getting pushed into the water?
Oh wow.
Oh, I see that. I saw that.
That's so brutal, man. That's so brutal.
Man.
Jacob Mario has no
Oh.
chill.
Jacob Mario has. Oh, you instantly exploded me? Damn.
Alright, well,
Oh, it's your
thanks
double
everyone
picture.
for attending. This stream is pretty fun. I'll probably do this at some point in the future when the questions have once again sort of filled up again. We probably won't do another one next week. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming, and we'll see you later. Bye.